claim to be sinners.
The screams and chants of protesters reverberated on Marshall's campus after a preacher named Brother Ray arrived. A Marshall student and leader of the Appalachian Liberation Collective says the man grabbed the attention of spectators early on.
I had a friend message me that he was talking about LGBTQ plus people, reading off hateful Bible verses and kind of not reading them correctly as well, and harassing a lot of students that were walking by. So we decided to come down and encourage a lot of our club members and people that we knew to come down.
Brother Ray, who declined to provide his last name, says that God sent him to Marshall because a student could die during spring break. Ray says that protests were expected.
People are hostile to the truth. It's a generation that's been deceived. They've been deceived to think that evil is good and good is evil. So when you come preach truth and they're living in evil, the backlash is almost automatic.
This student didn't have a problem with a preacher on campus, but felt the need to protest because of Ray's comments.
It's fine and it's wonderful, but not when you're spreading hate speech about my friends.
Some used chalk or signs to protest. Others audibly mocked the preacher.
This man sucks, stinks, boo, go home.
A Christian student says,
"Don't use this as your example for Christianity."
He also says that both the protesters and the preacher used the wrong methods to cause change.
God's kindness leads us to repentance. And this is not love. Like, it's one side yelling at another side. They're screaming obscene things. They're attacking each other based off of appearances. The crowd literally told this guy that his wife was going to leave him for a high schooler.
Ray's wife, Brittany, failed to mention her last name, but asked to be called Sister Ray. She says that her husband's methods were intentional.
I think he's trying to provoke people to thought of what happens after you die.
It's frankly ridiculous, and I don't think that it has any place at a college campus, especially how diverse Huntington and how diverse Marshall is in general.
The student says this message spoken by Ray was unacceptable.
Oh, you're going to go to hell. You're so evil, and the things that you do just because you like to kiss men or women.
Even the protesters realized that the uproar Ray caused could turn Christians away from their own religion.
Genuinely, there are Christians out there who are compassionate and loving and supportive of everyone. But when people like that come here, it shows the nasty side of Christianity that gives it a bad name, that makes people go away from the religion.
Although the students protesting Ray were both visibly and audibly upset, they agreed that it all starts with approachability.
And I think instead of the guy just screaming, he could just have a kinder, more gentle conversation.
As students go home or on vacation for spring break, they might have a hard time forgetting about the madness that unfolded on Marshall's campus.